According to MLB.com, a survey shows that 60% of baseball fans use social media while they're at home watching games. 46% of those fans also use social media when they go to the ballpark to catch a game. MLB says social media is a tool it can use to draw in younger fans, something it's struggled to do in the past.
Struggling for years, reaching kind of a younger consumer. So I think it makes sense for them to fully embrace it, to try to bring those folks to the ballpark. And again, not just with offering them a great baseball product, but the entire event of going to a ballpark.
In a report published in 2010 by Scarborough Sports Marketing, the biggest chunk of MLB fans were ages 50 or older, the largest percentage in American sports. Baseball is fully embracing new social media trends. It recently started using the latest video sharing tool, Vine, to give fans a closer look at America's pastime.
If you have an Android phone, you might be hearing from your friends a lot more. Facebook has announced a new software for Android that opens a social media site when you turn on your phone. Everything that's normally on the news feed will show up on the home screen of the phone, eventually including advertisements. The software is set to be released on April 12th.
The U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency is having trouble with the iMessage smartphone app. The message system by Apple allows users to exchange encrypted information. Nobody outside of Apple can crack the encryption. That also means that the DEA cannot intercept messages to track and trace drug trafficking.
A new cell phone technology blocks spying. Fortress Phone is the first smartphone with strengthened operating system. The phone enables secure communications and data and stops malware and spyware. Ziklag Systems and Telzy, the designers of the phone, made it as a solution for the government agencies in Italy that needed better security. The designers will show the Fortress Phone on Thursday here in D.C.
A new study released this week by the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago says ancient Pacific Islanders used teeth of two locally extinct shark species as weapons. Researchers say those two kinds of sharks are extinct in that area, but they can still be found in other parts of the world. 120 weapons from the Gilbert Islands were studied. Of these, scientists discovered 17 different kinds of sharks' teeth.
And cicadas are back. The bugs come in droves every 17 years. Scientists predict that the D.C. area will get some of the highest numbers along the East Coast. Gennaro Ferrone has the story.
The trees in the D.C. metro area are filled with chirping birds and the sounds of spring. But in a few weeks, those sounds could shift to sounds emanating from a possible record number of cicadas. Brood 2, the name of the group for the emerging cicadas, may number in 1 billion per square mile and can be as loud as 100 decibels.
Brood 2 won't awaken from its slumber till mid to late May to start inhabiting local trees. And when they do, they have a mating call that can be as loud as a subway train. So they can ruin the most beautiful of scenes.
Gary Hevel, an entomologist at the National Museum of Natural History, says the cicadas won't ruin anything.
There are people who really enjoy the sounds of the cicadas, the choruses by the males, and we like to encourage people to appreciate it while they can, because the adults are very short-lived. There just won't be that opportunity to hear them very long.
The short lifespan of an adult cicada is about 4 weeks. Southern cicadas spend 13 years living underground before they venture above ground. Northern cicadas, like Brood 2, have spent the past 17 years underground. Brood 2 will challenge Brood 10, which appeared in D.C. in 2004, for the largest cicada brood. A former D.C. resident describes what Brood 10 was like back in '04.
It was more neat than annoying, reminiscent of high-tension wires and stuff like that. So it was just kind of I think we're glad when it was over, but it was kind of a novelty. So
the cicadas will place their eggs in trees from Georgia to New Hampshire. Although the insects will be in large numbers over a vast distance, not everyone will have cicadas in their backyard. For District Wire News, I'm Gennaro Ferrone.
And that's our special science and technology edition of District Wire News. I'm Jordan Derry.
And I'm Christina Brooks. You can find us online at dcwirenews.com. Thanks for watching.